Okay, so I'm going to talk about a couple of things in this video, but the first thing is I'll show you here on the screen. As of 5:30, so I don't know exactly when this alert went out, but looks like North Korea fired an unidentified missile over Japan, and it landed in the Pacific. So didn't hit anything important, but the Japanese government did tell all of its citizens to, hide in their houses, get to safety, maybe a bunker, wherever they can get, in case it was, a nuke. I hate to say it, but that's the world that we're living in. And I hate to always go back to finances, but in case you're here, I started this rants channel to talk about other topics because I have a main channel, just Joshua Thompson, where I talk about the finances, but I go deeper. I give options like what's probably going to happen in the future. And when you follow money and then you follow it and track it back in history, every time the money comes down to an inflection point like this, when the system starts to break, people die. Right? And I don't know how that's going to happen. It could be pestilence, war, whatever. It doesn't matter how it happens. It just always happens. Always. Right? You can go to the Black Death when they started having the problems with their financial systems. Out of nowhere, Mother Nature's like, haha, hello. And then you could easily attribute that to World War I and World War II. It's not that it's a predictor so much. It's just that when times get really hard and people start having a hard go at it, they start looking at other people and start taking their things. And it usually leads to war. Now, it might not be war. It might be something else. But I see a lot of other channels reporting on things like the Credit Suisse issue, and other banks or possible insolvencies and all that other stuff. I don't think the banks in the U.S. are going to fail. Maybe around the world they do, but in the U.S., they've got over $2.6 trillion in reverse repo. They've got cash. They've got a lot of cash. I don't think that's the problem. I think that all the things that you're seeing, like Credit Suisse, etc., that's the symptoms. But it's not the disease. The disease is in how our financial system is constructed. When you print money, quote unquote, but at the time that you print the money, you print more debt. You issue more debt, right? We're in a situation now, at least in the U.S., where there's $25 trillion more in debt than there is actual money available to pay off the debt. This situation is unsustainable. And the people who came up with this, whenever they got rid of the gold standard, they knew this. They knew this was going to happen. There's quotes of them saying they knew this would eventually lead to a bust, but it wasn't going to happen in their lifetime, so they did it anyway. They didn't want growth to stop. They felt like gold was holding them back. So if they got off the gold, they could continue with the growth. They could continue with people making riches, making millions of dollars and having boom busts along the way. But they knew we were going to eventually have a big bust. And now we're getting there. We're getting to a place where all these countries around the world, they don't have replacement numbers, except for the U.S. We're okay here, kinda. So in the future, we're going to have a bust, we're going to have a financial crisis, and we're potentially going to have a bunch of countries going to war. It's almost set in stone at this point. Now, this Japanese thing, this is something to really look out for, because I actually said this in one of my past videos. It was before I started this channel. I came out and told everybody, I said, look, I don't think the nuke thing is going to start with Taiwan. I don't think it's going to start with Russia and Ukraine. I don't think that's it. I think it would be North Korea, because the United States has a lot of troops in South Korea, excuse me. And China basically controls North Korea. So China could just tell North Korea to start bombing South Korea. And the U.S. would have to defend, and that could lead to nukes being dropped. And then I think that's how a nuclear war could escalate. So now that I saw this about Japan, my ears are perked back. This is extremely dangerous. Like, I think people should be paying way more attention to this than anything else. This is one of the most important things in the world right now. And if this escalates, this could be it. This could be it. Plain and simple. So keep your ears perked back. Pay attention to the news. and I'll do my best to update you guys if we get more information. I love each and every one of you. I'll see you in the next video.